Hey guys, it's me, Boy Genius, here back for another video. And today I am going to be talking about my annoying neighbor that I had back in Falkton. So technically this is kind of like an annoying neighbor rant, or ranting on annoying neighbors, because I'm going to be talking about my neighbor in this video. So as you guys may or may not know, that back in like 2019 or 18, I think it was, I can't remember, my mom and I moved into that apartment. I'm sure you guys who are longtime fans of Boy Genius have noticed what apartment I lived in. So we moved in there and everything was good. And then one day I was going to the store. I was going to Burmac, I remember. And like, I was walking out of Burmac, and then I was heading home when, like, one of my neighbors, I forgot, like, if she honked at me or almost, she either honked at me or she almost hit me with her car. I can't remember. And I can't remember why she did it either. My memory kind of sucks right now. But I then remember, like, I think it was like later that night or a few days after first encountering her, with like how she approached me with her car when I was going home from Burmac. She actually comes over to my house, and my mom welcomed her in, and she comes into my room as I'm like listening to music or whatever. And she's like, "Oh, what you listening to? What you listening to?" Then I showed her what I was listening to, and she kind of liked it, but not really. She really liked country. I kind of, like, she was like, she didn't like ask me for like a hug and crap like that. Like, she was very. Another thing I don't like about this neighbor that I had, she was, and one thing that annoyed me the most about her is she was very freaking hands-on. Like, she was, like, she hugging me and crap like that, and it made me uncomfortable, like, how she was touching me and crap like that, and I didn't really like it, but at the same time, I didn't know how to tell her not to do that without sounding mean or anything. But still, if you guys are doing that, if you guys have, like, weird tendencies to, like, touch people, please stop, because, like, or please, like, at least ask them if they can hug you, or if you can hug them, because some people don't like to be touched, and some people don't feel comfortable when you do it. Yeah, she was freaking, like, she touched me and crap. Like, it was so weird. And, like, I was cringing and crap. Like, I cringed so hard every time she touched me. And it really made me feel uncomfortable. And I even told my mom, like, the fact that she touches me and she was touching me and hugging me and crap like that. And yeah, then my mom told her about it, not to, like, hug me and stuff like that without asking me, or, yeah, because, again, it made me very uncomfortable that she would just randomly hug me and stuff like that. I'm like, what the heck is she trying to do to me? Trying to freaking Okay, yeah, I don't want to go into any of that. I don't want to freak you guys out. So, yeah. And another thing, too, that really freaking annoyed me to the core was that anytime she wanted to hang out, it was always after 11 or 10 or 9 o'clock at night. Why is this a big problem, you guys might ask? Because it was school night. She called us at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then come over, try to get us to hang out, try to get me to hang out on a school night when I should be asleep in my bed. And I can't stand her freaking daughter either. This little ass kid, right? Oh my god, she was a freaking brat. And just will not shut up. Because sometimes when I wasn't over there, I was at my neighbor's house, I could literally, hear her screaming and crying and crap. And I was just like, God, shut the frick up. I can hear you from in my kitchen. My neighbor's kitchen. And I'm sitting, over here. Right here. Because the computer was right there. And then the wall was, over there. See where the TV is? Okay, let's just say that's the kitchen wall, right? It's actually a little bit further than that. And this is where the computer was, where I was sitting and chilling at, right? And still, I can hear her screaming and crying, golly. And what was worse is that sometimes it was again, after 10 or 9 or 11. God, be quiet. Shut your kid. Make her be quiet. It's 10 o'clock at night. Nobody wants to hear that crap. Even my mom and her freaking boyfriend sometimes heard it. And sometimes, yeah, I don't know if the freaking walls were paper thin, which they actually were not. I don't know, but there's no way I should be able to hear somebody screaming if I'm sitting across the kitchen wall that is also their kitchen. No way should I be able to hear that kid screaming. Yeah, I know I could have just, focused on myself, but I can hear them screaming. My god. Oh yeah, and not only that, not only does she get us to go over there late at night, but if I wanted to go home, if I wanted to freaking go home, right, I couldn't. She would not let me walk out the door, and I couldn't even walk out the door because she has freaking child locks on her freaking door because her freaking daughter, runs away and crap like that. What the heck? Who lets their child, run out the door? And who lets their child out at night? When it's, far too late for, kids to, be out. I don't like, the curfew, I don't know. Like, but, yeah. But still, man, I just hated when they freaking tried to get me to go over to their house after nighttime. And she even tried to, like, okay, let's just say I was asleep, right? Sometimes this happened too. When I was asleep, or trying to go to sleep, at least, like, and then she comes over, and, she comes into my fucking room and tries to get me up. No, I don't want to get up. I want to sleep. Like, why do you think I want to wake up at, like, 11 o'clock at night just to go hang out with you? No, I want to go to sleep, please. And I remember one time I think I remember one time that she did this, and she kept, like, annoying me and crap like that, trying to wake me up. So I yelled for my mom to please get her out of my freaking room, because I was trying to sleep. Like, God, I hate her. Like, I was trying to sleep and she really wakes me up out of my sleep, trying to get me to go do some stuff I don't want to do. Like, God dang, she's so annoying. And I remember one time, I think I remember one time I had just gotten, like, okay, her daughter, again, is a spoiled little freaking annoying brat. And, like, the times that I did go over there, and her mom and my mom walked out to go, like, smoke or just outside in general, she would leave me in there with her daughter, and my God, she was just a freaking, I'm gonna say this again, a freaking brat. An annoying little brat. Like, okay, I tell her to do something, and she doesn't freaking do it. Like, freaking, like, I tell her to calm down, she doesn't calm down, and, like, she will, like, hit me and, like, go crazy on me. And I was just getting so fucking annoyed. And I freaking freaked out, like, I don't want to go into detail, but I fucking freaked out on her. And I freaking, it was dumb, but she wouldn't listen to me. And she wouldn't calm down when I told her to. So I ended up freaking wanting to walk out. Because I was getting so pissed. And then what got me even more pissed was that her mom, the little kid's mom, the neighbor that I'm talking about in this video, she freaking followed me and was still trying to talk to me and crap like that, even though I told her to freaking leave me alone and get the frick out of my room. She just would not freaking leave. So I flipped again and I tried to push her out of my freaking room. And at one point, I freaking was trying to close the door, but her fucking hand got caught in the door. And, like, she was screaming. I'm like, I'm literally screaming at the top of my lungs to get the frick out of I'm literally screaming my freaking lungs. Like, I'm literally screaming at the top of my lungs for her to move her freaking hand out of the doorway and get the frick out of my room. Get the frick out of my house. Leave me the frick alone and crap like that. And she just wouldn't. God dang, that's just so annoying. I'm glad. I'm glad we moved out of there. Or I'm glad we moved out of there. Me and my mom did. And then, like, literally, I think it was like last month, I ended up just finally blocking her from my Facebook. And I haven't heard from her since, so yeah. Oh, yeah, and another. Okay. Oh, yeah. And another thing that, like, another thing she did. Okay, so, again, she would call at the nighttime when me and my mom are trying to sleep or are just trying to relax and we don't want any more company for the night, or we don't want any company if we didn't have company during the day. So, like, I remember this actually happened not once, but a few times. Like, after me and my mom both blatantly ignored her because we wanted to be left alone, didn't want to be bothered, we were trying to sleep, or we just wanted to have me and mom time. After she would call a few times, she would head over to my apartment, my windows, and she would try to, like, peek through my windows, and then, like, sometimes she would, like, knock on our windows and crap like that. Like, who does that? Like, that's so freaking messed up. And I'm surprised we didn't call the cops on her for doing it. Because, like, she was just creeping on us and crap like that if we didn't answer her calls or anything. And not only that, but freaking, she would just sometimes watch in our freaking windows in general. I think. Yeah. But there was a time when my mom wasn't home, and she was repeatedly calling my mom, too. So, you want to know what she did? She came to my freaking house. Or not to my house. She didn't come to my door, but she went to the living room window, that's where I was at the time. I was just sitting on the couch watching TV, and then I could clearly hear her saying, "Hey." And then, like, that scared the crap out of me. Like, my heart just about jumped out of my body. Because, like, she was in my freaking window. But I still ignored her. I didn't open the freaking door for her or anything. I waited till she was gone. And I opened my windows and I shut my freaking... Well, I know what you guys are going to say. If you don't want anybody stalking you, why are your freaking blinds open? Well, that's because it's just like how we lived in the country. Just like how you don't have to lock your car at night every time you go in somewhere, or during the day and you go in somewhere, you don't have to lock your car. That's how it goes in Falkton. So I didn't really think anybody would be peeping Tom in our house, but our freaking neighbor was whenever we didn't answer. So I ended up just having to shut the blinds and stuff like that to where I couldn't see outside anymore. Like, I shut them all the way so nobody can look inside. Yeah, so nobody can look inside or nobody can look outside. I felt much better doing that every night because, you know, she's at my freaking window if we don't answer, or she's at my mom's window or wherever we are. It was just so weird. So then I call my mom and I told her, hey, she was outside our freaking window trying to communicate with me. And then my mom gets home and then like she comes to our house again and my mom got after her pretty freaking hard. And that did not disappoint me at all. I was actually like, oh snap! Yo, you're gonna get owned by my mom. Like, I was, like, of course I was just sitting there, like, quietly watching TV. But, of course, the inside, I was rooting for my freaking mom, calling her out on the spot. And then, like, our neighbor was just trying to, like, deflect, not looking at me through the window. But we're not that dumb. I'm not that dumb. My mom wasn't that dumb. She still isn't that dumb. Mom, I love you. God, rest your soul. And, yeah. And another thing I didn't like about her that really pissed me off about her was, like, I'm trying to think about it. Like, she talked so much crap. She was alleged, I don't know if she really did or not, but she apparently was told to be one of the many people in our Falkton that talked bad about me and my mom. And I remember one time somebody, I don't know if it was her or not. No, you know what? It's way too freaking, it has nudity, so I'm not gonna freaking tell it. But that rumor was so freaking fake. I would never freaking do what I was gonna tell you guys that she said that I did, and, you know. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's my annoying neighbor. That's me ranting on my annoying neighbor. And why did I talk about it? I don't know. I don't know why I talked about it, but I just felt like I wanted to, so. Yeah. Yeah, leave a comment down below if you want me to do more rants. I certainly would do more rants and stuff like that. So, yeah. Alright, guys. I'm getting out of here. See you in the next video.